One of the remarkable aspects, I think, of the history of St. Meinrad is that over time we have changed to respond to the needs of the church.
Stewardship of our resources, whether they be natural or developed, is certainly a hallmark, I think, of the Benedictine way of life.
When St. Bede Hall was opened in the fall of 1952, it was designed as a college building, a building to house our college seminarians with classrooms that were specifically designed for their needs. And the housing was dormitory style, open dorms with bunk beds and that sort of thing.
Of course, the St. Bede Theater is also in that building, and the School of Theology has continued to benefit from that particular space.
But for the most part, as times changed, so did the need for this grand structure.
When the college closed in 1998, St. Bede Hall was a building that we didn't use as much as we did some of the other buildings in our new programming.
But over the last 10 years or so, it has given us some options for programs that we have developed in the School of Theology. We were able to house not only our summer youth programs, but throughout the course of the school year, we also hosted many confirmation retreats from parishes in the local area.
It worked very well for our youth program, but not so well for other programs that we were looking to expand into. The elevator was very slow and very old. There was no air conditioning. The windows needed to be replaced.
We were able to, I think, use it for its original intended purpose, but the changing times and the changing needs dictated that we also find some way of adapting it to emerging needs.
In recent years, as the church's needs have changed, St. Meinrad has opened its arms to more and more permanent deacons and lay ministers, youth leaders and ministers, newly ordained priests, and diocesan presbyterates. Now, with the number of seminarians also on the rise, it has become crucial to make wise and responsible use of buildings like St. Bede Hall.
All of our programs at St. Meinrad have grown substantially in the past few years, which has created a bit of a space crunch for us here on the Hill. We've experienced a 50% increase in the enrollment in the seminary. We've grown quite a bit in our lay degree enrollment. Our permanent deacon program has also grown. We've had a tremendous increase also in the use of our group accommodations office. Participants in these programs are waiting at the gates. They just need a way to get in and a place to stay when they get here.
The renovated St. Bede Hall will have many uses, such as being the new home for the Office of Group Accommodations, as well as the Institute for Priests and Presbyterates, a relatively new program that addresses an important need that had long been underserved.
It is really a continuing education program for those who have been ordained, where we try to provide some good education for them immediately beyond ordination, and then again as they transition to being pastors.
One of the missions of the Institute for Priests and Presbyterates is not only to help priests to learn the important pastoral skills they need, but also some of the life skills that they need. This area will be devoted to the Institute for Priests and Presbyterates Life Skills Center. During the days of the college, these were classrooms, some of them devoted to biology and chemistry. Thousands of students studied the natural sciences here in these rooms. The area we're in now will eventually become a teaching kitchen where participants in the programs will come and learn how to cook meals for themselves and how to basically have a good nutrition so that their priesthood can be not only happy but also healthy.
The renovations to St. Bede Hall have been extensive. Many improvements, like the new roof, new windows, and private baths in the guest room, are easy to see. A few, say the replacement elevator and new air conditioning, may not be noticed until they are needed. And some, like the overhauled mechanical and electrical infrastructure, are tucked silently out of view. But these are all things that must be done to facilitate new uses for old spaces.
During the years of the college, this area was used mostly for music. The area behind me here was basically our music practice rooms where we had pianos, and all day long you could hear people playing musical instruments very badly. I remember when I was a seminarian, I took French in this classroom. Now it's going to be used for the chapel, which will accommodate about 60 to 65 people, and will be used for the liturgies that are celebrated by the groups here in St. Bede Hall.
Some of the most extensive work involves the conversion of a labyrinth of tiny rooms and hallways into an open, versatile conference center with movable walls and state-of-the-art electronics.
We're here on the 5th floor of St. Bede Hall. In the past, this room was a maze of small rooms that were devoted to our college television and radio station. Today, as you see, it will be a very large open room used for conferences, not only for the programs housed here in St. Bede Hall, but also for our seminary programs and other programs held more regularly here on the Hill. When St. Bede Hall is complete, it will provide a full-service facility, mainly for our group accommodations and the Institute for Priests and Presbyterates. So there will be housing, meeting rooms, administrative offices, a chapel, and of course the auditorium will remain and be much more usable perhaps than it was in the past.
The renovations of St. Bede will also be a benefit to other programs that the School of Theology sponsors, particularly our lay degree program, as well as the permanent deacon formation program. This will allow us to provide them not only some nice housing over there, but I think some more contained social spaces where they can relax a little bit in between their sessions. Another way that we will, I think, benefit is for our summer youth program, One Bread, One Cup. It will give a nice space, I think, for the many high school participants that join us for those programs during the summer.
The renovation of St. Bede Hall is preserving our past while serving our present, respecting our history while anticipating our future, all as part of our ultimate mission to meet as best we can the ever-changing needs of the Catholic Church.
I think one of the characteristics of the Benedictines is the need to preserve our heritage, and St. Bede Hall is a part of St. Meinrad's legacy. Now it just needs to be put to a new use.
St. Bede was one of the last buildings that the monks themselves had a big hand in building, so it does have value to us on many levels. And so finding different uses for St. Bede that would benefit our programs is a way of preserving what we have, but also putting it at the service of the church.